The Fortnite hammer has just been nerfed again. It was announced today on socials in a hotfix update. So now the hammer is going to go from 4 charges down to 3. I think this is very balanced considering how good the hammer is and how pretty much mandatory it is for you to carry it. But here's the interesting thing. The purple hammers are now 3 charges, but people are reporting that the mythic hammer is still 5 charges, and I'm all for this because there is only one mythic hammer on the map and it makes it a little bit more impactful. I mean, before it did a little bit more damage and it had the 1 extra charge, but it didn't truly feel like a mythic weapon, just like a very slight upgrade. Now it's probably something that's going to be a little bit more sought after. People are actually going to land at the Citadel to get the mythic hammer because now it's the only hammer that has more than 3 charges and has 2 more charges than the purple hammer, which is going to be a huge advantage if you have the mythic and you're fighting somebody using the purple hammer. You'll be able to run them down and chase them a lot more efficiently. So I feel like the hammer has received a few nerfs. I feel like though now this is a pretty good spot for the hammer to be in. If you guys have played this chapter, you know how important it is to have. You're still pretty much going to want to carry the hammer, but maybe now people can justify not carrying the hammer and carrying maybe some shockwaves with soaring sprints, or maybe the mechanical shockwave bow, or any other items that they choose to carry. I still think, for me personally, I'm still going to carry it, but now I might start dropping at the Citadel more just to get that mythic hammer to abuse the 5 charges and have that, 2 extra charges versus everybody that I go up against. What do you guys think about this change? What do you guys think about Chapter 4 so far? We're still waiting on a lot of bug fixes. Let me know in the comments down below and enjoy the rest of this video.
I feel like having to farm is one of the biggest turnoffs.
I don't know. I feel like now if you're playing builds because you just want to have the experience of building.
Yeah.
That I feel like at this point now they should just up the amount of mats you get. So it's more just like let people just enjoy builds for what it is,
Yeah, I agree.
Like if they don't want to build, go play no build. I'd rather this mode have a mat limit that's easier to reach than have to farm for 8 years.
I agree. I mean, if they just dropped it down to 500 brick, wood, metal, and it's just like you can just get it really fast.
Yeah. Oh, they're splashing right inside the bowling alley out front.
Nice.
102. Oh, I forgot there's no overshield.
What is holding us here? Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. Is that underneath us?
I hear like footsteps, like either underneath or right on us.
Found him. Broke his armor.
Rex on YT. That's not our Rex. That's not my Rex.
Your Rex would have been a much easier kill.
Like, do you think like with the introduction of creative / playground and then shortly after the World Cup, it like obviously people were going to get really good at the game, but do you feel like it sped up extremely fast, like way faster than it would have been if the game naturally played out without a World Cup /
think it did.
I honestly think it cut down the noob lifespan of the game by like 2 years. Like we could have had 2 more years of most of the player base like being casual and not having a lot of like super sweaty.
2 years is pretty crazy. I mean, you got to remember
having a controlled practice environment just like really sped things up, I feel like, and then followed up by the World Cup.
I think that it was almost less the World Cup and more that like modes started coming out where people could just build.
Yeah.
And then things started going viral of people just building like crazy. And then next thing you know,
like if you have to quantify like how many months did that speed up like the skill?
Oh no, I think that was the thing that turned people's heads and slowly made people start doing it. But then the World Cup was like the catalyst that then sent it into hyperdrive. Like it was going to start happening and it was going to start going. But I think it's the nature of every game. Every game becomes more and more competitive. I think it's more that builds just became too nuts. Oh, honest right here. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I cracked them. We got cars pulling up. Dude, he's doing a right on us. People like to talk about like turbo build like was a mistake, but guys, turbo build had to happen
unless they added like a maximum speed on building, because like before turbo build got added, there was like some people who started using scroll wheel to build, and people started using auto clickers also to build so that they can have turbo builds. It had to happen.
I mean,
it had to happen.
Maybe there's some other things too. Like this is again me just throwing ideas out there. I mean, it's done. What's done is done. Like build and no build will always have to coexist, in my opinion, for the future of Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like I think at this point, build is what build is. So at this point, let builders just have as much, like, make it less about getting mats and more about fighting when building. Oh, on the pushing you, broke his armor.
Ready, White? Going.
Oh my God! I hit him for 12 with a pump right there from that distance and killed him. But at that point, just like let it go crazy, in my opinion. But with that said, now that they've introduced the sprint stamina bar, I'd almost wonder if there was a world where they could have messed with like a stamina bar, but for building, if that makes sense. Like
there's a lot of
along
different
those
things
lines.
they could do, or just like if you build too much, your builds start becoming weaker. But then like, how does that affect, you know, getting sprayed by the lobby when you're just trying to keep yourself alive?
Blind you in a sec.
Oh, I love when these builders try to challenge me to a shooting fight. Got him. I feel like in zero build, like you could just, the players definitely hit their shots way more than in build mode. This guy peeked and I was kind of like out in the open, didn't hit a single shot. Jimmy, you know, actually that's actually a very interesting thing that I noticed. I don't actually have a change of viewership when I play build mode versus zero build. Like my viewers are kind of the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think people watch us play Fortnite. I don't think builds turn them off that much, you know?
Or vice versa.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's obviously some people who will only watch build or zero build. There's some people but I think overall the numbers are not significant to impact like the overall viewership. And even on YouTube too, sometimes I'll upload gameplay or updates on build mode or zero build. Viewership is not affected. 2v2. Play Elden Ring. I'll get more viewers. When are you starting your Elden Ring run?
I'm thinking the 19th.
I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of waiting for you to do it first. I want to see like how it plays out for you.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, because I got a sweat on me.
Yeah. And for 33 white.
I'm dead. Breaking all the stuff. He dropped.
Yeah, this guy's kind of sucked.
Woo! Wow, I'm back, chat.
Build mode W 2023.
Build mode, guys.